Sally, you know, I've been really struggling with this. I recently started college and I'm wanting to break away from my parents. And I'm wanting more independence. I don't like them telling me what to do. And I'm wanting to be free.
And what is the struggle for?
Well, my dad wants me to stay at home and, you know, not go away to school and not live at the dorms. I'd really like to do that. Live at the dorms and not live at home and be under their thumb.
So you've already talked with both of your parents and...
No, we don't really talk. They just tell me what to do, and I'm really sick of it.
have you ever think about you might, find out what is best for you through interactions with other people like parents because they raised you for so long, and you might want to discuss with them.
No, I don't want to talk to them anymore. I just want to move out. I want to move to the dorms.
So, do you make any plans that, what you're going to do? Because I'm really concerned, what your parents' reaction may be if you take some actions that they're not ready for.
I don't care what I don't care what their reaction is. I want to go. I want to break away from them, and I really could care less what they think.
I do think that you might want to think about the consequences more before you're taking any action, because they're at their age and they have made a lot of sacrifices raising you, and
it's kind of their problem.
Don't you think that you might have a responsibility for their well-being?
So, Charlotte, as you were Sally's client, can you talk a little bit about what it was like for you to be on the receiving end?
Well, I didn't really feel very heard, and kind of like that she was, I don't know, like being an advocate more for my parents rather than for me. Have you thought about them? Have you thought about all the sacrifices that they've made for you? Shouldn't you stay with them? That type of thing.
And her doing that, what did you think that did for you?
I got very defensive. Well, it's not my problem, it's theirs, that type of thing.
If she doesn't have loyalty to her parents particularly, why is that an important value for you?
I think it's partly cultural, partly my own life experience.
And when you say it's partly cultural, maybe you could say, like, what's the essence of that? What does your culture teach you about that?
First of all, that a child is supposed to stay with their parents, until they got married. And secondly, that I've been, away from them and feel guilty about it.
Would you want to say anything to Sally about how to resolve this dilemma? Because Sally is aware that it's very difficult for her to be objective with this. She wants to lecture or somehow change, and she's having trouble. What would you want to do?
Well, first off, she might seek consultation, and if still the matter didn't seem to clear up, she might suggest the possibility of referring, the client to a therapist who perhaps doesn't have that personal bias or cultural bias.
Do others see that as an option? In that situation that maybe she needed to refer?
I would think she would want to definitely disclose to the client at that point and say, I've really been struggling with this, and I'm thinking, I want to do what's best for you, and I'm thinking what's best for you might be to have you see another counselor.
Now, what you're saying is a good example, I think, of exposing your values, of saying, here's where I'm struggling, I need to let you know about this about me, see if the fit is good, or if we need to refer.